Thought I'd stop in and let you know we're still cutting amazing beans. Amazing being about 5 or 6 bushel. Not good. And just think, this is some of them we left. Not the 600 acres we swamped and baled. However, these should have been swamped and baled looking back. Would have made a lot more money. Little terrace there. Try not to rip the header off on the film. Going through the motions. Like any other field, there's a few places there's a couple beans, and then there's places they ain't couple. Pretty good clip. Been cutting, I think right at an hour. And don't have a bin full. Good looking beans. Pretty clean. For not being able to keep the machine full. Don't have to worry about any yield loss. There isn't any yield, so you don't have to worry about loss. And Bob's on the other side, working over there. And we've got 80 acres here. Let's see if I can get back in line here. Hard to do one-handed. Give me just a second. Alright, anyway, we got 80 acres here when we started. Made a few passes up through it at an angle. Cut the ends off. Made about 4 passes on the ends. Can't see. Oop. Yeah, it's somewhere up there. Brent brought us a semi, my boy. Dropped it off on his mother. Dropped the semi off up there on his way to town with his mom. Sometimes I zoom and it cuts the volume out. It may have done that, so I repeated myself if it didn't. So anyway, we got about an inch of rain. Let's see, this is Monday, the 31st of October. We got a 9,700s, I believe, to be exact, at the house last Wednesday, I believe. And then we got 2 tents Thursday night. And they're talking like we're going to get a substantial rain starting Friday, I believe. I don't know, one thing says 2 inches. Some guy told me he saw 5. Some guy told me he saw 0.5. So, who knows? We'd like to get them done before that. Doing them for the insurance company. They're their beans at this point. We're going to drill this one back to wheat. So, that's kind of why we come up here this morning, to knock it out. We can get the tractor and drill running on it. Still have plenty of time to get it in and good shape. We want to get it in before the rain, obviously. I think we have enough moisture now. It should go in really well. And the wheat we planted is just starting to pop through. It's all sprouted. Most of it's starting to pop through. We snuck away since they were talking rain. Went to Grand Lake in Oklahoma. Stayed at a B&B down there. And took I didn't take them, they took me. My daughter and son-in-law and my boy went. And we went spoonbill fishing down there. It's not fishing. Spoonbill snagging, I should say. I wasn't a fan of the idea. I'm a fisherman, not a snagger. I don't like to troll. Even if you're trolling for walleye, I don't like trolling. So they took us down there, and I guess it was Friday morning. We went spoonbill fishing, snagging. And Ryan and I, and Brent, my boy, Ryan's my son-in-law. And we caught our one fish limit about 12 o'clock, starting about 8:30. a little slow, he said. And then we censor this bad. Then we went back. He cleaned them or filleted them. He didn't skin them or cut the red meat out. Brought them home with us. And I guess we left down there late Saturday night. Got home last night late, Saturday night. Not last night, Saturday night late. Tried to catch up on some stuff. Worked on a reel on Bob's Combine. And got ready to run today. Guess about 8 or 10 miles from the house, north. Change hands, keep my finger out of the way. About 8 or 10 miles north from the house. And we were taking our time getting up here, and Bob hollered on the radio and said he'd lost his header off the trailer. The whole trailer come up hooked. I hooked the trailer up. I 100% guarantee it was latched. So there's some pretty bad ruts up there. Our fault, we don't pin the latch on them, so obviously we're going to start doing that. He was right on the river bridge, which I think was a good thing. The trailer come loose and left some black marks from a tire on the side of the bridge and just come to a halt. And we got backed up. The guy helped us pull the head up, hooked it back up. We weren't down 10 minutes, so very fortunate that everything worked out fine. Nobody was hurt. Didn't video that. It was a assholes and elbows minute. Get it off the bridge. We had 2 cars behind us, so.
Everybody's still whining about being here. Think about that. Sound hawker. Well, you ought to call him and swamp the damn thing.
Yeah, Bob's talking about swamping more hay. We've got people calling every day, wanting hay, begging for hay. Of course, we sold everything we had rolled up, so. We got a neighbor that's got some Milo stocks. He cut the Milo, and I think that's what Bob's talking about, seeing if he wants to swap it, bale it, get something out of it. A few beans there in the bottom. Damn few, but a few. Getting up on the window. Should have a bin load. Let's see, it's Sunday. No, it's Monday. Should have a bin load about Tuesday. Not funny. Yeah, I'm getting a patch a little crooked here with my video on. Alright, well, I may bring you back in a little bit. Nothing too exciting. Just got to touch base and tell you we were still cutting crappy beans. We got another 80 and another quarter. The quarter's got some beans in the bottom. Up on the hill, there's nothing. So I don't know that we'll cut that whole quarter. It's actually I custom farm that quarter, so I'll call them and see what they want to do. They want to pay me $35 an acre to run across the whole thing. I guess that's what we do. I wouldn't do it, but I do what I'm told on it. It's the only one we custom farm. Sometimes it works out, sometimes not so much, but started out with that one years ago and when I needed ground, and so I continue to help them. Alright, I'll bring you back. Brought you back for a second. We're getting ready to knock this half out. We don't lack too much here. Probably back over to this patch from where he cut through. I think about 8 bushel. Which as soon as we go over the window, we're half full. But we're a long ways from full. So we hold about, book says we hold 300 bushel a piece, but we never get 300 on them. Beans, they alarm out about 265. Heavy wheat, 285. So anyway, if I'm half full, we've got a little bit left. I'd say about equal to the end rows that we cut off the rest of it. And I'm half. I'm just over half. Bob's just over half. You can figure that's about 300 bushel. So 300 bushel on 40 acres. It's not too good. A few sticks over there. Watch those. So yeah, not too exciting. Just keep burning down through here. Get them knocked out. Get wheat back in it. Can't imagine anything too exciting about going back and forth on 8-9 bushel beans. Hear a few beans hitting the window. That's how you know on a gleaner if they're dry. The reel and the auger will shatter them, and you'll hear them hitting on the window. And any year, if I hear beans tapping the window, I know they're dry. I don't even check them. Alright, you guys be careful. I'll talk to you later.